Oh no, going back for more. Ah, he's biting him. Oh my god, do you see that? That was rude. What's up, beautiful people? We're back in Medellin, and as you can see, weather's not perfect today. The clouds are rolling in, so we're gonna see if we can do some more kind of inside-y kind of things, as we were initially planning to be up here somewhere and getting views over the city, but we figured we'd leave that till another day. We're gonna try and head first to somewhere called Casa de la Memoria, and it's meant to have a really good history of the whole city and the violence and the crime and the drug trafficking, things like that. So we thought it would be a good place to learn about the struggles of Medellin itself in its recent history. Hola, ¿cómo está? Gracias, chao, señor. We're pretty polluted here in Medellin right now. Hannah was just telling me it's all to do with, well, we're just coming into the rainy season here, so that means the air's heavier and pushes down on all the pollution, so it can't necessarily escape. On top of that, we're literally surrounded by mountains, so it's trapped, right? Yeah. But we've just made it to Casa de la Memoria, and it looks pretty cool from the street art that's right outside it. Let's go in. So we just downloaded the Museo Casa de la Memoria app. Let's do it in English, I think that'll be better. This is the map of Medellin, and you start in 1990. You can see the murder rate change. Now 1997 into the 2000s. Pretty crazy. Up until 2013. So we'd have to say the Casa de la Memoria, well, how would you put it?
Very flowery, not a lot of information.
As two graduates of, well, history and archaeology, you'd have thought that we'd have been able to gain at least something from it. But unfortunately, I honestly feel like we didn't really learn too much at all. I think partially that was because we went into it hoping to learn about the actual, I guess, like the history of the violence and the instances of violence and what actually happened, and it was more about purely the memory of it. And I think there was a lot of, well, what would you say? There was a lot of saying this must be remembered.
Yeah, there just wasn't any information, and the way that the writing was so difficult to read. I'm a native English speaker, and as an archaeologist I should be able to understand it, but it's just...
Yeah, it was like a lot of the descriptions and things were in English, but it was still, yeah, you'd have thought two graduates of our subjects would have been able to gain more from it, but unfortunately not. So yeah, we've come to a different place. It's called Parque Explora. It's another museum, meant to be a science museum. Dos, por favor. Gracias. Ciao. Hola. Giant map of Medellin on the floor. We are just in here right now in Parque Explora. Where are we staying?
Yeah.
Somewhere in this region.
Here, we're staying there.
Eh?
We're staying there.
Oh, we're here. Pretty cool. So it's 28,000 each to come in here, which is like £6 or £7. Casa de la Memoria was free, which was good. And yeah, now we're here. We're going into the aquarium. I haven't been in one of those for a very long time. So we'll have to see if it's worth the money coming in. I think we've crashed a school trip. Isabel, mucho gusto, Isabel. Laurenzi. So you see this huge fish just here? That is a pirarucu, which is one of the fish that comes from the Amazon region. It's very nearly extinct, super endangered, and actually a protected species. I think at one point there was less than 6,000 left in the wild, and that's because they have the terrible combination of being a very tasty fish and also a very large fish. The guy that's over there is about 2.5 meters, and they can grow up to 4.5 meters. I obviously didn't eat it while I was in the Amazon. It didn't feel quite right, but it's on loads of menus, and some say it's like sustainable practices, but pretty amazing to be able to see them here in the aquarium. They're huge. Look, here it comes.
Mira, se ve mejor.
¿Y cuánto grande? 2 metros. Esta.
Ese está midiendo 2 metros, 20 centímetros.
Ah, so this one is 2 meters, 20 centimeters, and it's huge, and that's half the size that they can get to.
Los peces crecen dependiendo el lugar donde viven.
I've been so busy looking at all the fish in the aquarium and just kind of seen these as obstacles. Take a step back, and they're actually massive trees that come right out the top. Also, this is the largest fish tank in all of South America, apparently. Pretty cool. I guess it would have to be in order to house these huge guys right here. Oh my god.
It's huge.
Look at it.
That could very easily kill you. That.
Oh my.
That's an anaconda.
That is huge.
Where's its head?
Oh, there, around this side. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine coming across that when you're in the Amazon.
Even 3,020 why won't swim in the Amazon.
This is where they live. This is where we just were. And aren't we glad we didn't come across one of these? Hello. Oh, sorry. Ooh. 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 Oh god. Oh god. I actually can't do it.
This feels like a night out.
You enjoy that?
Unexpected.
Science museum done. And I think my favourite bit was seeing the pirarucu fish. I can spot a Magsy. Here she is. Max. 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 She can't hear me, can she? Max. Max! Oh no. Max! Do you reckon we need an umbrella? Come for dinner with Mags and Cris. We're in like a big food hall kind of place. I don't know how many different stalls there are to choose from, but looking forward to getting some good food. Yo Mags, what's this place called?
Mercado del Rio.
Big food hall, right? Back at the apartment, lovely evening, and Chris actually used to work at the Parque Explora place and was telling us that all of the fish and the animals that are there are actually saved from people that have either been having them as illegal pets or they've been trafficked, so they've kind of been given a whole new lease of life, although it might have seemed like, well, I felt like they're in quite small enclosures. I always do when I see animals at aquariums and places, but actually they're leading a better life, or a life that they could never have otherwise had, by being rescued and put there. So that's actually a really cool little thing to learn as well. But yeah, very good day in the end. Definitely don't want to come across badly with our experience in Casa de la Memoria. I think it definitely would have been a lot better if we'd have known more and if we had spoken Spanish, but a really good day in total. And yeah, I'm gonna finish this one up here. Thank you so much for watching. Big love. It feels good around here. What have we got here?
What is this? This is the ugliest turtle I have ever seen in my life. Look at it.
It looks quite funny. Look at them.
No, that's horrible.
Oh, they're quite cute.
In what world is that cute?
Look at their noses. And it looks like it's smiling the whole time.
Ugly. That is
Small and rude.
fantastically ugly creature I think I've ever seen.